Hello students. We are preparing a dish from the Gueridon service, or rather the Gueridon trolley. Okay, and we have named this dish Rhum omelette. Okay, and it would be prepared by no other than Mr. Kaustav Datta, your teacher out here. Okay, sir, please introduce the dish to the students.
Okay. So as I will be taking a practical class, so good afternoon students. So the thing is about Gueridon is sometimes Gueridon is basically cooked food in front of the guest. Sometimes pre-cooked food or semi-cooked food is brought from the kitchen. It is acquired from the kitchen, and it is prepared in front of the guest in the Gueridon trolley. So for that, the chef need to have preconceived notion about what exactly and what consistency that the service equipments should be. Yes, sir. How the service equipment should be, and what will be the consistency of the required product. For example, if a steak is being prepared in front of the guest, so what consistency the steak need to be pre-cooked so that it can be cooked in front of the guest and can be served in guest plate so itself. So the indenting need to be done beforehand. And when it has been done, when the guest orders something which need to be pre-cooked and need to be pre-finished in front of the guest, so the waiter acquires such dishes to the sideboard or to the Gueridon. He sets the Gueridon trolley according to the requirement of all the requirements of the equipments, the ingredients, etc. And then he finishes the dish in front of the guest with a very smooth effect. Also, I need to tell you two aspects of Gueridon food presentation. A Gueridon food can be cooked in front of the guest in the pan and can be served in the guest plate. The flambe is also being done in the particular pan itself, which is sometimes known as the Suzette pan. Also, sometimes for the decoration, for the wow effect of the guest, the flambing can also be done in the guest plate, in the guest table itself. So for that, there are some particular rules and there are some particular tips which I will be sharing today. And let's not waste much of our time. Let's not get into theoretical aspect more, because we'll be discussing that in our theory class. Let's come to the practical approach itself. So let's cook. Let's have some fire done. So the pan is well greased. I'm not doing it much because that will burn the flavor out. I'll just add a bit of butter to it. Yes, it's been done. Toss it, we add it evenly. And then we add 1.5 tablespoon of sugar. I'm using more or less the castor sugar, so it can be burned very easily. It is evenly distributed, and then I'm adding orange juice to make the sauce. Now remember, the sauce should be coating consistency, means it should coat the cooking spoon, back of the cooking spoon. You can see lovely bubbles are coming out, and that's the sauce which I'm preparing. We'll thick the sauce for a considerable half so that it coat. Requires some more moisture. And as it cooks, the waiter acquires the made omelette, as the dish is today's dish is Rhum omelette. So the omelette is acquired from the kitchen. and then the guest, in the presence of the guest, the waiter makes the omelette goes in the pan. Now that can be a semicircular, because I have done it as in a semicircular fashion. It can be quarters also. I am distributing the juice evenly on the omelette so that the juice goes well in it. I have used 3 eggs to make this lovely big omelette. So occasional docking is required some point of time, because then the juice should be going in front in the exactly core of the omelette. So I'm doing the docking with the help of a fork. I'll be adding a bit more sauce to it. Yes, boil. Now, as everyone are very inquisitive about rum in the dish and the flambeing, yes, we'll do the flambe with rum. But remember, we'll cook the dish with rum to a bit extent, and then we'll flambe the rest part of the rum in the plate where I'll be presenting the dish. So let's cook it. It's been done more or less. So now I'm flambeing it with the rum. Don't drink it. Make it burn. Make it burn. Now as it is burning, lovely, the lovely flame, and that gets the attention of the guest. You remember when a particular guest is ordering for a flambe, always remember his ASP, the average spending power, is always higher than the normal average guest. So that's give the wow effect, and finally that adds the revenue to the lovely exquisite Gueridon service. So my omelette is more or less cooked, you can see. Okay, I am keeping the, for now I am putting the gas off, because I will be then presenting it to the plate. Thank you, sir.
I'm ready. 1, 2, and here it goes. Okay.
It has been cooked.
Juice.
I'll reduce the juice a bit more.
Oh, I see.
So I'll keep it for you, sir. Thank you.
No, it's okay. I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to it. I'll do it.
Okay, and then we'll reduce it to a considerable degree.
All right.
Keep it.
No, it's okay.
Keep it there.
Let them see.
Getting slowly cooked up. You can see the lovely caramelized flavor out of it. Always remember, cooking in front of the guest in a closed area of a space restriction is definitely a part. to it. So always remember, you should keep all the firefighting instrument cooked ready in front. Sometimes cooking in a closed area also affect the smell of the food. So particular guest who is having food beside that particular flambing may get hampered. So you should get considered about it. Usually restaurant who are dealing with Gueridon service have a very well equipped space area for moving this particular trolley itself. So that's a way where the distancing of the guests are easily managed. Now, as I was talking about flambing in the dish, so you can see this particular dish has already been presented in front of the guest. You just assume that's the cover. You just it is made presented, and what has been done to get the excellent feeling. And I will thank Shuruji sir to teach me this particular thing, because when I came to this college new, he taught me this to enhance the thing. You don't find this very often laid in the book, that how the flambing is done in front of the guest, in the guest plate itself. So for that I acquired this particular piece of equipment, which is all you are always aware of, that this is a sauce boat. And the particular requisition for this particular equipment is we can pour the sauce with the flame on in the plate, but beforehand we will heat it up for a particular period of time, so that the alcohol burns with an exquisite flame. So I'm moving it on. The last presentation, I am warming this up. I'm warming this up. And then remix. And then we pour it.
There you can see the flame.
You can see the flame is still burning, which naturally gives you the color. That's the presentation, and then the food is then goes to the guest plate. I'm not giving much of a garnishing to it, but I'm just showed you how you can present the dish with the flambe, with the flame on itself. That definitely gives the wow feeling to the guest. And with this, I end today's class. I'll be teaching you a lot of various methods, various recipes of Gueridon, and with the help of my co-faculties and my senior faculties. And we'll definitely get back to you in our next class. We'll definitely meet for some discussion and some more further tips on flambeing in the discussion round in Google Classroom. So for that, stay tuned and keep me posted, stay updated, stay safe, and definitely practice that particular dish for your likeness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.